Hello, this is Milind Datar speaking from Kotawade village. My greetings, regards, as well as best wishes to you. Today, we will have information sharing session on the subject operations management. The subject is included in the curriculum of BMS, BBA, MMS, as well as MBA. The subject itself is very vast enough, and that is why we will just take the overview of operations management. Even this overview we intend to segment in 5 parts, and hence I welcome you to this part 1 of operations management. Operations management is one of the very important subjects in the domain of management science. It is one of the key concepts in the effective and efficient management of anything and everything. In this session, we will study this subject strictly within the framework of managing any manufacturing or service providing unit. In this session, we will be talking about what is operations management. We will try to understand the definition as well as the real practical meaning of the concept. We will try to understand the nature of operations management, that is, characteristics or the features of the said subject. We will also discuss primary objectives of the operations management. We will also talk about the scope of the subject, that is all about the real applications of the concepts in the operations management. We will also talk about the core functions of operations management. Now let us talk about what is operations management. In a very normal sense, we will find that it is the combination of two words, that is operations plus management. Operation can be called as an activity or the set of integrated activities that are being carried out in order to achieve predefined goals and objectives. These set of integrated activities outline something called as a process or a method or maybe an algorithm. The word management itself includes its meaning, that is, it is combination of manage plus main plus T. That is nothing but managing the manpower tactfully, considering the element of time. So in short, management includes integrating, harnessing and synchronizing resources, focusing on the excellence in the attainment of the desired goals and objectives. Operations management is management of organization's resources integrated with profitability and sustainability of that organization, whether it is manufacturing or a service providing. Operations management implies designing, implementing and improving the system that delivers the product and or services as demanded by the market. As a concept, operations management comprises of those operations that are necessary in the transformation of resources into desired output, focusing on the concept of total customer satisfaction. Operations management is complete and integrated open system that balances the economic forces called as demand and supply. As a system, it transforms the resources into customer demanded output that can be either a product or a service. Since it is an open system, it responds to the dynamic changes within the environment, resulting into continual improvements. It provides a lot of scope for value additions within the process and the resources. It ensures reduction in wastages, scrap, rejections, and rework. It exchanges the goods and services by the means of storage and transportation, ensuring distribution and logistics, resulting into an uninterrupted supply chain. It is responsible for monitoring quality control measures, considering the areas like inward, process, work in process, and outward. Core objective of operations management is planned growth of any organization, considering the factors of business environment. Such planned growth is possible by focusing on primary objectives like total customer satisfaction, resources optimization, total quality management, cost and profit management, thus resulting into highest return on investment. Here, total customer satisfaction is consisting of very competitive price, timely delivery, excellent pre and post sale services, customer relations, customer requirement analysis, and of course following the business ethics. All these factors create a definite trust and brand equity in the minds of your customer. Resources optimization implies precise planning of capacities, resources, inventories, and setting up of lead time in each and every operation. Total quality management implies implementing and monitoring of quality control systems in the functional areas like inward, process, work in process, and outward. Cost and profit management implies creation of standard operating processes, creation of bill of material, as well as the bill of labor. It also implies creation of cost sheet for every finished product or service. The scope of operations management includes all the operations that are associated with effective management of any enterprise with the optimal resource utilization. Operations management mainly bridges the gap between demand and supply, resulting into total customer satisfaction. Hence, the scope of operations management is extended right from local level, that is the first gate of an enterprise, up to the global level, that is finally the satisfaction of customers' global demand. The scope of subject is also integrated with opportunity cost and maximizing the returns on investments. The scope of operations management starts from the customer demand and ends with the conversion of resources into customer satisfaction by delivering the specific product or service to the customer. The process is dominated by the market forces like demand, supply, and the competition. Considering the external environment, the process of transformation is governed by the entrepreneurial resources called as 6 M's and 1D. Here 6 M's represent market, method, material, machine, manpower, and money. Here 1D represents data, that is structure of your management information system within the organization. Operations management converts input, that is resources, into output, that is customer demanded product or service. This process of conversion is forcefully dominated by the element of total customer satisfaction. Hence, it compels the organization to establish customer relations management system that feedbacks you the customer need, requirement and the expectations about the product or the service. This feedback should result into improvement, maybe in the input, output, or maybe in the process. Hence, as an open system, the scope of operations management fits into the global environment. The scope of operations management is covering almost all the functional areas of management, that is, right from first gate up to the last gate of an enterprise. The scope mainly covers various domains like production, maintenance, safety, marketing, branding, logistics, inventory control, quality, human resources, global sourcing, imports and exports, research and development, cost and profit management, industrial engineering, finance, information systems, and so on. The scope of operations management basically starts with the perception of a need-based new product, and it ends with the element of total customer satisfaction resulting into repeated sales, increase in profits, brand equity, as well as increase in the market share. Efficiency and effectiveness are the key elements in the application of the operations management. As a concept, operations management can be applied for both, that is for manufacturing industry as well as for service providing industry. In spite of volume and the nature of business, operations management can be applied as a system in any and every type of organization. Now let us talk about some examples. In case of automobile manufacturing unit, some of the inputs or resources can be the spare parts, engine, tools, equipments, machinery, workers, etc. Here the method of conversion can be the fabrication and assembly of the vehicle, and where output is the high quality automobile. Now we can also talk about service industry like hospital. In case of hospital, some of the input or resources can be patients, doctors, nurses, medical equipments, medicines, etc. The method of conversion is the healthcare, where output is healthy individual. In case of university, some of the inputs or the resources can be colleges, faculties, students, books, and so on. The method of conversion is the knowledge transfer, and where the output can be educated individuals. Operations management is a subset of management science. Hence, all the primary functions of management science are coupled with the operations management. These primary functions of the management process are planning, organizing, directing, coordinating and controlling, communication, motivation and leadership, and so on. Besides primary functions of management, core functions of operations management are like: number 1 is industrial engineering, that is consisting of a new product designing, reverse engineering, process designing, process standardization, designing of tools, jigs and fixtures, designing of facility layout, that is also called as plant layout, work study or time and motion study. Now second function is manufacturing, that is consisting of capacity planning and utilization, material requirement planning, production scheduling, reduction of wastages, reduction of rework. The third function is quality control, that implies the implementation, monitoring and evaluation of total quality management systems within the organization. The fourth function is global sourcing, that is consisting of procurement strategy, lead time fixation, inventory control, in-time delivery, and uninterrupted supply chain. This knowledge sharing session on operations management is for your understanding. While receiving knowledge, you should be at very ease. Hence, the session should not be too long to disturb your comfort zone. So, it is time to break. Let us continue in the next part. Till that, again, a lot of wishes and greetings to all the viewers.